Good evening all and welcome to the first video of Momantai Motion. Name's Momantai and we're going to have some fun today. Do apologize for my voice, it is a bit hoarse today, but there's a reason why it took so long to do the first video of the year, well, the first video on the channel, and that's because I wanted to do a little test to see how long it'll take people to break out of the dreaded New Year's resolution. If you have stuck to it or not, proud of you, because you know what, we all fail it. There's only a minute amount of people that actually keep to it. Other than that, people fail. But that's what I want to talk about today, because I want to talk about why is a New Year's resolution not successful. And when we talk about a whole New Year's resolution phase, you need to ask yourself, why am I doing it in the first place? If you're not ready for the change, why are you doing it? Is it peer pressure? Is it just because it's a tradition? Why is the reason that you are doing? Okay, I do apologize for the jumping around the screen. I'm trying to figure out the game. Anywho, you know what? Let's leave the game alone. Let's talk. Sorry, I thought playing a game was going to help me with my nervousness, but clearly I'm just bringing my attention away from you guys, and that's not what I want to be about. So, let's talk about it. Why are we not successful in a resolution? Well, let's talk about how big the resolution idea was. If you, a big guy like me, decided I want to go from 130 kilos to 80 kilos, yeah, that wasn't going to go well for you if you were so set in a routine of eating a lot of sugary drinks, snacks, and so forth, and then going cold turkey. You're going to fail. So that is another thing that you need to think about, not only on weight. If you thought career-wise that got my degree, I have to get myself from this point to this point in X amount of years, that is fine because it is a long-term goal. If you are like, I just got my degree, cool, I want to get a 50K job off the bat. Of course, I'm speaking in Rand value. I'm not too sure what or who my audience will be here. So if you're from the US, we'll just put it in a little bracket, say about 4,000 US a month. I know, kind of ridiculous. May or may not be. I'm not too sure how things work on the other side of the world there. I am from South Africa, so 50K salary is a big dream for a lot of us. A big dream. So let's go back to the main. So we've covered why am I doing this. And you need to also ask yourself, is this a traditional ritual that I'm following? Or is it a long-term change I want to do to myself? When I mean that is that a lot of us, mainly on New Year's Day or even New Year's Eve, we're having our friends that are doing things with their lives. We have family that are doing things with their lives. We are being compared to family and friends. I know some people may not have that. For those who don't, happy for you on that one. I'm up in a Brown family. We get compared all the time. Anyway, so you start making these outrageous plans for the upcoming year. And a lot of the times you fail within the first 2 weeks because you simply weren't motivated enough. You were just hyped up in the moment. Now the moment's gone and now you're crashing. Now you don't know what to do. So let's break it down. Let's bring it into a realism and break it down. So this is what I have been doing since December to now, because I'm slowly making changes to myself. And I am talking about weight and appearance. There's a reason why I don't show myself here, is that I'm quite insecure about the way I look. However, I really want to create a community of love and care and support. That is what this channel is dedicated to. We have enough mean people out there. We have enough people ready to put you down on an idea on your way of life and how you look. We get enough negativity in the world. So Momantai is dedicated to having some positivity and no judgment coming from you. So let's get back to this. So for me personally, in December, I started searching for ways because I was tired of the way I looked, the way I felt. And then I read up on some articles and I found a really nice step-by-step sort of stages of change that I want to bring to you, and it's been helping me a lot. So I really hope that it can help you as well. So when it comes to the stages of change, there's a pre-contemplation stage. So the pre-contemplation stage is where you are aware that something needs to be changed. For example, once again, I'm using myself. I have been sweating a lot since the summer started. I know that my cholesterol's high, and I know that my eating habits have been crazy. I do work shift work, and I know that gym has been off the board for God knows how many years. However, the pre-contemplation phase hit me is that I became aware that I need to change things because I started feeling extremely uncomfortable in my own skin, and that's something no one should go through, is to be uncomfortable in themselves. You're supposed to be loving ourselves. And it's actually hectic with saying all this because sometimes I look myself in the mirror and I'm absolutely disgusted with the look, the figure that's showing back at me. So I've started to say I'm going to make a change. And that is where I started. Is that I'm aware that things need to change. I'm aware that there's certain aspects of my life that needs to change. Then comes the contemplation stage, is when you think about making a change. Like I said, I found what I would like to change about myself, and I've now gone into the next phase of change to try and get all of this out. And that is a preparation phase. Preparation phase is when you plan how to make the change. So for myself, I love chocolates, I love sweets, I love energy drinks. Energy drinks and me were like Tom and Jerry. Love-hate relationship. I used to feel crappy in the morning, but I used to love when I used to have it. So maybe Tom and Jerry wasn't the best analogy there, but you get what I'm saying. So from December till now, I have slowly cut back on energy drinks from the beginning of December till now. And for the last 2 shifts, which means the 2 weeks off the new year basically, I have been completely off the energy drinks. I have not completely gone off snacks and so forth. I do still have them, but instead of slamming an entire 150-gram pack in one sitting, I'm now having a little bowl and just be satisfied with it. When it comes to cookies or biscuits, instead of hitting a whole bag, I know it says eat some more, but in my case, eat some less. Anyway, sorry about that. I have a lot of dad jokes. You will learn as time goes by during this year. Now, when it comes to the cookies as well, instead of me slamming a whole bag, a little at a time, instead of having coffees with 4 sugars, I've now decreased them to 2 sugars. Hopefully March, I would like to be at 1 and slowly cut off things and slowly getting myself into a phase where I'm going to start gymming again. I started having resistance bands that have been laying around since COVID, when I actually did a lot of training back then. And I actually want to go back to the COVID mentality of mine, where I trained like quite a bit and I still went to work. So if I made it happen in COVID, why can't I do it now? And yeah, so that's something that I am preparing myself of how to make it, and also now follows into the other stage of it, which is the action plan, which is making the change. Like I've said, from December to now, been making little changes to myself and slowly bumping it up to go to that next level. And that is what's becoming the next point of these stages of change is maintenance, is that how do I maintain it long term? If you're gonna go and slam everything in one go, cold turkey on what you'd like to change, what you want to do, it is going to ruin you. It is going to ruin you. I've failed countless of these resolutions, and this is the first time that I'm actually sticking to something more than 2 weeks. As I said, I started already in December. So this is something that's going on. And I plan on maintaining it by, doing those little steps. Not going full blast to the point where I'm like, you know what, this is too hard, I'm done. Slow and steady wins the race. That is why the tortoise beat the hare. Because there were slow and steady paces, and it got there eventually. Now, this wasn't on the list, but it's something that is close to my heart, and it's something that I want to bring to you guys' attention, because now that I started doing these changes, and I started feeling better about myself. However, still being bashed by people close to you can put a huge knock on yourself, especially when others can see that you want to make a change. Sorry about this. Just give me a second, guys. Just a second, guys. Apologies, guys. It's a hard topic, and that's why I want to bring it out. That's why I want to get involved with anyone that's willing to hop on the channel, like and subscribe, and actually join what I'm calling the Momantai Nation, is because I want to bring a safe space to people. Alright, it's no longer the olden days where they say, it's back in my day, this and this and that. Times have changed. And yes, I understand that some people may see that a lot of things have gone too progressive, too modernized, and so forth. However, guys, we still have feelings at the end of the day. We all have our own battles, and it'd be nice to actually have someone at the side of your ring instead of ganging up on you like a Royal Rumble inside it, So yeah. So the last point I want to bring to you is an accountability stage. And the question you need to ask yourself is that, do you have a support? Do you have someone that you can count on during this journey? Is there someone that you can count on when you know that you need somebody? Whether it be your partner, whether it be a best friend, heck, even a work friend. A lot of my work friends and we don't exactly get it along. We'll joke and jive, but you start hearing stories that come from other people about you from these people, and that's what actually hits you down a lot. But there's people that I can count on in my work, and that's one good thing. You don't have to have a big circle. When it comes to friends, workplace, family, you don't have to have a big circle. Have those people that you know that you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're already loading up their gun, ready to come, because that's a friend. But yeah, finding an accountable person in your life is extremely important, especially when you want to try and get a change to you that you know that you yourself have tried on your own and have failed, and you know that you need that motivational push or that tough love, okay, not a cold shoulder, but you get what I'm getting at. So find someone that will actually help you as an accountable person for support. I do want to open up a Discord server to bring in people to actually, not bring in people to allow access to you guys, to actually find people and start a community based on this. That we can actually start helping each other out instead of bashing each other, be respectable to each other, and actually have a good time. Now, this is my 2024 action plan, because I'm not going to call it a resolution. I actually hate that word, and yeah, sure, it's to do because I always fail it, but because there's changes that I've been wanting to make, but I'm not going to call it a resolution. And yeah, it's the beginning of the year, but I'm not calling it a New Year's resolution. I'm calling it an action plan. Is that for the year of 2024, this is what I would love to accomplish. One is my first step. I've opened up this channel and I'm hoping it grows. I hope that we can come together and become friends and even become virtual family. So the second thing is that I am a lover of stories. I love telling stories, and I am going to be working on an Etsy account to actually finally launch audiobooks of my stories. And that's something that I know that for 2024, that is what I want to accomplish. The third thing is that I want to accomplish for 2024 is I'm not going to say how much weight I want to lose or how I want to change my appearance, but I want to make a change to myself physically so that when I look back at the mirror at the end of the day, I'm going to feel better about myself. I don't care what others are going to think. It may not be their ideal body, it may not be their ideal look. I don't care, because I'm done caring of what other people think of me. I need to be comfortable in my own. And that's why I'm going to be focusing on my health more than how I look. And I would love to look like how these men look when, the shirts off and whatnot. But slowly does it. And as time goes by, hoping to get better in my confidence, because that took a huge knock over a couple of years because of how I look and how I've become. But that's my 2024 action plan. I've already started. I really hope that this video has captured you and this video has helped you to think about making a change to yourself as well and to joining the Momantai Nation. Please, guys, once again, if you do want to continue to be part of the nation, like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing, but what it will help is for you to get notified when there's more videos. And at least let's grow together in this 2024 and make this year better than yesteryear. But other than that, guys, please have a good night further, like it is where I am. If it's your morning or midday, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please keep calm in Momantai, guys.